Your hometown news station is AM 1300 KGLO, streaming live online at KGLOAM.com as well. And Joe Malone sits down and joins us.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
You ready?
Friday.
It's Good Friday. You ready for Easter weekend?
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
We'll move along in our conversation.
I believe we are about 80% ready for Easter weekend.
80%.
80.
How did you get to 80% as opposed to 75 or 50 or 90?
I have absolutely no idea what we need to do still for Easter.
All right.
I don't know if we've even got the paprika for the deviled eggs. So
I'm not a deviled eggs fan.
Oh,
so
you want to come over for Easter then?
I could come over for Easter.
And more for me.
Yeah, that's definitely more for you. So anyway, Joe is with the United Way of North Central Iowa.
Yeah.
After being with us, I don't know if we've really said anything about you.
Not on air.
Not on air, really. So we're now moving.
Yeah,
on air, letting people know that you are semi-transitioning out of here.
Yeah. Took a position with the United Way of North Central Iowa. 2 months and a day ago is when I started there, and
not 2 months and 2 days.
No, because it was the 2nd of February.
2nd of February.
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm a big dates guy.
I just had to say that because of your exactness.
Yeah, but took a job with the United Way of North Central Iowa. I had a chance to. Well, we do a lot with the United Way here at the radio station.
Right.
And a couple of years ago, I had a chance to be the campaign chairman and got to really learn a lot more about what the United Way does to help out the community here in North Central Iowa, and just kind of felt called to go do more. So,
well, why don't you expand on that a little bit and tell us what the United Way of North Central Iowa does, because there may be somebody out there listening or watching on our Facebook feed here that may not necessarily know everything that the United Way of North Central Iowa helps with.
Yeah, and not to get like too nitty gritty and into the weeds, but like a 30,000 foot overview is basically trying to make sure that kids are healthy, they're getting good nutrition, that they're getting good education, that seniors are supported during that time of their life. Again, making sure that there's proper nutrition, proper health care available, with removing as many barriers as possible to get to those points for kids, for seniors, and then for adults, people like us that are just moving through life, 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, trying to make sure that there are services available for, again, food is a big thing. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about here as well this morning, is the food aspect, but mental health, housing, the ability to have a response and help available in moments of crisis. Because a lot of us can plan and save and have like, here's what, we're going to do this month, this year, this week, whatever it may be. But when a situation arises that is unplanned for, and you don't know what to do, the United Way, along with our partner agencies, are here to be that sort of support system to help through those situations, help get things going back in a positive direction. So without diving into this agency, this aspect, that aspect, that's kind of what it is. Just a general support system to try and improve the lives of North Iowans all over the place.
Well, I know you've got some, different programs coming up, but talk about the food drive that you want to talk about here today.
Yeah, and I think this is timely because we've heard the news about certain food programs facing issues or just shutting down in general. But we are starting 3 weeks from now. So I figured let's just get the word out, But 3 weeks from now, so April 27th through May 7th, the United We Can food drive. And we're just encouraging people. This is kind of a free will, do it on your own thing. Like if you feel like, I should do something, I can collect a couple of cans, donate $5, whatever it is. Between April 27th and May 7th, we're encouraging individuals, businesses, community groups, if you're a Rotarian or, a church group or whatever it may be, to gather up food and then donate it, starting like May 8th or any point in time thereafter. And donation locations, we've got several in Cerro Gordo County, Winnebago County, Franklin County, a couple, Hancock County, a couple, Floyd County, Mitchell, Worth, and Kossuth as well. And if you go to KGLOAM.com, you can click on the United We Can Food Drive link. that's on the webpage there. And it's got all the information on those donation locations. So basically the gist of it is gather up some food, take a picture of it, share it on social media that you're doing cool stuff or whatnot, tag the United Way if you want to in that, and then bring it to one of your local food banks. And if you have any questions about that, or, maybe getting it to the food bank is a hang up, we can help coordinate the food bank coming to pick it up. We can help coordinate me driving out there and picking up your food donation and bringing it where it needs to go to be able to do the most good for the community.
Joe is a good driver.
I am a good driver. In the words of a famous 80s movie, I'm an excellent driver. So
I'm a good driver.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, but that's the gist of it. And, whether it's food, whether it's money that gets donated, this is going to go to help families, help kids, because just a couple of weeks after May 7th, school is done.
Right.
And school is, we think of school as like, okay, you go to learn, you're reading, you're writing, your arithmetic, that sort of stuff. But for a lot of kids, school is a guaranteed meal. And so when you get out of school, so we're looking at after Memorial Day, for a lot of kids, they may not know where lunch is going to come from. And for a lot of parents, they may not know how to procure lunch for their kids. And so by beefing up the stock at the food banks, this is going to allow an ease on that worry on a parent's shoulders.
Well, the food banks definitely have taken a hit in the last couple of years, the economy, obviously, and then just a lot of people going to the food banks and depleting what's there. And they, we've of course had, specifically locally, Azrael with the Hawkeye Harvest Food Bank off and on, through the years, and it's talked about those challenges with doing that.
Yeah. And I think it starts with just awareness that, you can do something. Like if you have the ability to, that, anytime is a good time to help, but like, let's just create an event out of it. A United Weekend food drive to encourage you to take part. And like, maybe if you're, a member of one department in an organization, you challenge the other department.
Yeah.
Like, shipping and receiving is going to go against accounting to see who can raise the most food in the office. And you can turn it into something fun like that. But at the end of the day, just know that you're not only filling up the food bank, but you're filling up your heart,
Well put.
Yeah.
So once again, if people want to find the locations, we've got that right on the front page there at kgloan.com. They can click on that and find the locations where to take things.
Yep. And more info is always available at unitedwaynci.org. That's for North Central Iowa. So unitedwaynci.org. And we've got links to be able to donate online there. And then, like I said, again, info on all of the donation locations for the United Weekend Food Drive starting in 3 weeks.
All right. So anything else you want to add before we let you depart?
What else to say? I don't know. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate that. And we've got some other events coming up that I'll just throw a little plug in if that's okay.
Right ahead.
So coming up in the end of this month, it's April again already.
It is.
But Women United, there's a great event coming up at NIAC on April 28th. We've got a fantastic speaker. This is an inaugural event for Women United, which is basically a way to help encourage and empower women to make decisions for their future that's just going to, better them, better their families, all that. Info on that at unitedwaynci.org. And then we've got our Rise and Shine Relay, which I think we need to have a connoisseur media team, right?
Talk about that quick. What's the Rise and Shine Relay?
The Rise and Shine Relay. This is going to be happening at the field house at Mason City High School, and it is trikes, so not like tiny trikes,
right,
but like tricycles,
bigger
ones, but not too big, and then full grown human beings riding these not so big tricycles around an obstacle course. And it's a fundraiser for the United Way. But if you're watching on the live stream, give a thumbs up if you think Bob should get on a tiny tricycle.
When is this?
This is going to be on May 14th.
What day of the week is that?
That is a Thursday. And
what time is it from?
Here's Bob's out. It starts at 8:30.
Oh,
so.
Yeah.
But we might be able to because I'm in charge of putting the brackets together.
The Ask the Mayor program is on already for that day. So anyway.
But I'm just saying, I'm in charge of the brackets, so I could put the Bob Fisher-led Connoisseur Media team as the 16 seed and have you all the way as the last first round matchup. So that'd probably be about 9:15. We could get you out there. Give a thumbs up if you think Bob should be doing this.
All right. Don't see any yet popping up on my screen, but there's plenty of time.
Yeah. Or if you're listening to your radio, just stick your thumbs up throughout the window. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, Joe, appreciate it. And we'll enjoy talking with you here in the future about United Way things.
Yeah, appreciate it, Bob. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Joe Malone with United Way North Central Iowa here on your hometown news station, AM 1300 KGLO.